Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I have my kitty cat, Addie Cat. She's right here on my desk next to me. Maybe she'll stretch her legs in a few minutes and I'll let you see how big she's getting. She will be 2 years old in August. Can you believe it? She is a sweetie. I love her so much. I'd have scratches all over me from her, but she plays rough. And when she's done, she's done. She's like, I'm done. Or she might want to continue playing and I don't realize it, so she'll grab my leg, and she'll scratch me. And she doesn't grab hard, but she's got some claws on her. I have this beautiful angel right here on my desk. My daughter bought it for me from a estate sale. Let me grab it. It's so pretty. It's a metal sculpture. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? We were at an estate sale and it's so big. It's so big and beautiful. The kitty bites it every few minutes. She'll like look at it and say, "Let me taste this." She can't hurt it. It's metal, but she'll sink her teeth into it every once in a while. She'll just take a bite of it. Anyway, it was at an estate sale. It was only $5. And I looked at it and I was like, "That is so beautiful. I'd love to have that." My daughter was there and I was like, "Look at that angel. Isn't it beautiful?" But I was thinking, it's so big, where am I going to put this angel? So I didn't buy it. And next thing I know, my daughter comes out of the estate sale. She was paying for things when I walked out, and she came out and she goes, "I bought the angel for you." So here she is. I have several angel statues on my fireplace. They're really pretty. I love them. I used to collect them for Christmas time, but they're really big and beautiful, and I leave them out all the time. So anyway, just thought I'd say that I have my eye on the angel. Had to talk about it. Okay, so what I'm going to talk about today is, before I turn on the camera, I have gone through a meditation, talked to my spirit team, and I asked them what would be a blessing for everybody to hear about. What can I say to them that everybody could be inspired by? And this is what I got. And it just wraps up so nicely in everything that's been happening. And it's about protection. Okay, that's what they told me to talk about. They said protection. So this is just channeling information through my spirit team. So, everybody wants and needs protection from many different things, and there's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and we all need protection from, and I can say one thing because Johnny Depp's trial is going on right now, and everybody seems to be glued to the trial. There's just so many videos about that going on right now. Um, but he needs protection from defamation. That's why he's gone to the trial, going through this trial and everything. And I don't know if y'all have been following it, but it is riveting. I don't even want to start watching it in the mornings. I don't want to turn on the hearing because I can't turn it off. You know what I mean? It's just like I can't stop watching it. So it's better if I don't even turn it on at all because I have a hard time just getting away from it. Anyway, um, when that's finished up, then we're going to go to the January 6th hearing. I think, does it start January the 9th, I believe? So then we'll be riveted by something else. Now, that is something that I'm going to watch. I definitely want to watch every minute of that. Hopefully, I can, but it's going to take up a lot of time. And I've been pretty busy. I've been doing a lot of readings, a lot of cleanses, and, I've been doing a lot of protecting people's homes lately myself. Okay. So it kind of ties into what's going on with what Spirit wants to talk about today. Okay. But I will get to that. Oh, did y'all hear that Ellen Barkin? I know I'm going off on the trial, but it's so weird. I heard Ellen Barkin testify. I watched that, part because it was very short. I watched that. And I don't know if y'all have seen her on Animal Kingdom. She was on the first few seasons of Animal Kingdom. She's this mother on Animal Kingdom that raised a family of thieves, like a little crime syndicate family. But of course, all the guys on there are so cute. So they're so good looking and fit, and they're all like juicy. Anyway, I um she's this nasty lady on there. I mean, of course she loves her family, but she's nasty to him too. She is mean and nasty, and she's just got ugh, negative personality on there. And when she testified, I was like, oh my God, that's the same personality as Animal Kingdom. She was so nasty on the stand, I thought anyway. She was so much like her character that it was unbelievable. I'm like, is she really just a nasty person? Maybe. I don't know. But when the attorney said, when you started a romantic relationship with Johnny Depp, and she interrupted the attorney and said, I would prefer if you just call it a sexual relationship. So Johnny Depp was her booty call, you know. She was 36 and he was 26. And you guys, I hope, don't get mad at me, but y'all know men mature so much more slowly than women. Now, there's a few that maybe are more mature, but usually on the whole, men are kind of immature. So at 26, would you want your 26-year-old son dating a 10-year-old, a lady 10 years older than him, Maybe just for fun, maybe for a booty call, but she and then she testified that he was, all the time smoking marijuana, doing drugs and everything, but anytime, he would call, she'd run to him. So he had something that she liked for sure. But it was something sexual, but now she's saying she's like acting like he did something wrong to her because he was a stupid young man doing stupid things. I don't know. Anyway, she just seemed very nasty. I don't. Anyway, I saw that part of it. So I don't know. What else? She didn't impress me, put it that way. But I digress, I digress. I'm sorry I got started on the trial. So hopefully you guys are, having a little bit cooler temperature. We got a cold front that came in, so it was like 100 degrees every day, 100, 100, 100. A cold front came in, thank God. It made it 85 degrees. So now we're kind of at a normal temperature right now. It's still warm out, but it's much, much better. We're supposed to have thunderstorms tonight, so we've experienced a little bit of cool. So I hope everybody's doing well. Like I said, I've been very busy. This past weekend, my granddaughter Hannah graduated from UT. She graduated in 3 years. We're so proud of her. She might go back for her master's, but she wants to take a year off. She's a exceptional student. She really is. But she's working. What is it? She has this job that she got. It's a remote job, so she can do it anywhere she wants. But she got this job when she was in New York. Remember, she did a semester in New York, and now she's trying to get a job with Google in Austin. She wants to stay there, even though she's finished with school, but she really loves it in Austin. I guess it's young city. There's a lot of activity, a lot of things going on, a lot of fun. So I think if you're young and you're in that, it's fun. She went to school during the COVID time, so she didn't get to experience a lot. And it's just now kind of, this past year was the only year that she could really have any fun. So she still wants to stay there. She did most of all her schoolwork on a laptop. So anyway, y'all send her some good thoughts, some, prayers and blessings that she'll get a job with Google and she'll be able to stay there in Austin. They say Google is such a great place to work. They let you bring your dog to work with you. They will feed you breakfast, lunch, and dinner. They want you to stay there as long as possible. They have places where you can go take a nap if you want to. They have areas where if you want to just take your laptop and go sit in like a living room setting, you can do that, or you can have a desk. There's so many different options. It's supposed to be so comfortable that you could actually just live there. And that's like, I think that's the whole idea. Make you really comfortable and you never want to leave. And they get a lot of work out of you. So anyway, hopefully she gets a job there and her dream will come true. Okay, so I don't know if you guys have had any experience, if anybody in your family's been sick. My husband got really sick on Thursday, and then my granddaughter got sick on Saturday, Hannah, the one that graduated. So we were all there for graduation on Saturday, and then we all drove back we live right outside of San Antonio, so we all drove back in separate cars. My daughter lives in Canyon Lake, her mama. She drives back. Within 2 hours, Hannah is calling her and she is sick. She's so sick. She had diarrhea and throwing up, and she was just, I mean, literally crying on the phone. I'm dying. And then her parents had to drive back to Austin and take care of her for the night because she's got her dog. She's got that Doberman, remember? That very active Doberman. And there was no way she could even walk that dog. She was in so much pain and doubled over and so sick. So um, they had sent her some groceries and some Mylanta and all that. And the Mylanta did calm her stomach down. So kind of thinking that it was food poisoning. But the reason why we're unsure is on Thursday, my husband, but he went out to eat at a restaurant with some friends, and at 3 o'clock in the morning, he got so sick. I woke up to a very sick husband. It was horrific. So he got up at 3 o'clock. He had the same symptoms Hannah had. I heard him throwing up. This man, he's got a very loud voice. And when he throws up, it was so loud. I mean, he was hurling so loud. It was awful. I just jumped out of the bed. I ripped the covers off the bed. I was just like in such a force and ran in there, and he was puking his guts out, poor guy. But after he puked, he felt better. I mean, he had sweat and everything. So we thought it was food poisoning because he did go out that night and he had had chicken. So maybe it was undercooked chicken. I don't know. But then my granddaughter got sick too. But we had been out at a restaurant. We had been out and she had chicken on some pizza. So I don't know. I don't know. I did hear that there's some kind of stomach virus going around too. So who knows? I didn't get sick. I kiss my husband every day and I didn't get the virus. So I don't know. I don't know what it is. Then my grandson, he got a little bit sick, but it was more like a fever. He still could eat. He didn't get, sick with his stomach or anything. So I don't know. Anyway, so hopefully you guys are doing well and being and healthy, hopefully. So that being said, we all need protection. We need protection from illness. Um, and there's so many things going on in the world right now that we need protection from. Um, there are so many atrocities. Our government that is meant to protect us, it feels like it's turning on us, right? The Supreme Court is supposed to, or it's supposed to protect us, but it is opposed to turning over women's rights, our protection and our rights. They're going to overturn that, right? They're poised to do that, and there's you know so many innocent Ukrainians that have been murdered by the Russian army. So many, the children, women, just innocent people murdered by the Russian army because Putin doesn't want Ukraine to be, to join NATO, right? Um, and then there's been so many shootings here lately in the last week. Oh my gosh, so many different shootings. And one of the reasons for those shootings, remember the shooting where the 18-year-old he killed, I think, 10 people. And why? Why? Because they were shopping and they were black people shopping. And Tucker Carlson on Fox News, he spoke about 400 times of the great replacement theory that non-whites are being brought into this country, immigrants, and it will lead to the extinction of the white race. So now this 18-year-old gets that all in his head and he decides he's going to go and shoot as many people of color that he can. So we really need protection from hate speech, from guns, from people like Tucker Carlson. You know, there's so much protection that's needed. We also need protection from climate change, right? From the fires that are happening, from drought. There's just so many things right now. There's so many things that I could talk about. And some people need protection from negative spirits, dark spirits. There are spirits that are just playing around with you, um, but there's homes that need protection also. And that's what I've been doing a lot of. I've been doing a lot of energy cleanse on homes. I was doing that yesterday, as a matter of fact. My husband had a dream last night. He dreamt that he was protecting me from a dark spirit, from an evil spirit. And it was so funny. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I was still awake. I could not sleep last night. I had the TV on and I was getting kind of drowsy. And then all of a sudden, I see my husband. His arm is like flailing. He's just like going like this, and then his leg starts kicking. And when he's scared in a dream, I've seen it. I've heard it. He moans this horrible moan. He'll be like, "Oh," he'll start screaming, and it's horrible. And I wake him up because it sounds like, he's so scared. But this time he was just fighting. It just seemed like he was fighting. So I didn't wake him up, because sometimes I wake him up and he'll say, "Why'd you wake me up? I was having this good dream." So I just left him alone, and he woke himself up. He woke up and he started telling me, he said, "There was a dark spirit that was getting you. They wanted to get you, and I was having to fight them. I fought them off, and he was able to you know, uh, protect me from the bad spirit." He called it a bad spirit. So anyway, that was protection. And I always ask for protection. I ask for protection in many different forms, and I know through that asking and expecting that I am protected. And I am sure that on some level, my husband's love was protecting me. Okay, I really, really feel like that's what happened. It's really interesting. Spirit is telling me that through love and the desire to protect your loved ones, it actually does protect them. Okay, so when you're putting that energy out there, that desire, that want, and that love, that is a protection for your loved ones. Okay, so that's good to know. And my husband has very, very strong energy. I know he does. And I have no doubt that he protected me. I know he did. And it was so funny because I had done um, a house cleanse that day, yesterday. I had done a cleanse on a home, and I always ask for protection. And it doesn't matter how you get the protection, it's just that it's there. Okay, you ask for protection, it's given. You can't say, "This is how I want you to protect me," just that I want to be protected. So you will be protected. You can say, "Archangel Michael, please protect me. Only allow love and light in," and that's it. And you'll have that protection, but you never know how you'll receive it, but it'll be there for you when you need it. Okay. Anyway, I felt like I was just so blessed with an abundant protection. I really did. And obviously I'm very, very grateful for it. And that's that's one of the ways to attract what you want, is to be grateful for it. When you're grateful for it, and you have a good feeling about it, that attracts, what you want to you. If you have a bad feeling about something and you hone in on it, you could attract that to you also, just by, putting it out there. So anytime you're having negative feelings, or, afraid about something, try to turn it into a positive, right? Like if you're very fearful of something, turn it into something else that you're not fearful of. "I'm so blessed. I know I'm protected, and that, I don't have nothing to worry about." And talk yourself up into being positive about it. Okay. That way you won't be putting out that fearful energy, because it will, you're just attracting, you're just a beacon, you attract whatever energy you put out. It's a beacon call to whatever energy. So you always want to try to keep on the positive. So, why are we seeing so many people not protected? Why? I want to know why. And the reason is that the light is being shined on the darkness. How can things get better if we don't know what we need to protect, what we need protection from? That's what I'm getting. We've been praying and hoping that change will come. These past few years, you guys, I know we've all been praying for change. So all the corruption has to come to light so that the darkness can be revealed, you know, and can be conquered. There's darkness in our government. It's deep, it's malignant, and you think you've heard it all, or you think you know it all, but there's more that is going to come to light. Don't be fearful that our country's going to implode or that we're going to have a civil war. Don't be fearful of all that. You know, what's happening is a darkness is being exposed. And with that exposure, we will all be protected. Okay. When the light is shown on the people that are interested in their own power, their greed, and that they've abandoned their oaths to serve and protect this great nation, we'll know, what we need to be protected from. We'll know exactly what it is. And our government that isn't serving us, you know, will will be restored. You know, guns are allowed in the hands of anyone. Crazy people, stupid people, murderers, immature people. And why? Why hasn't our government made gun laws to protect us, to protect our children? Why? This light will awaken others that before wasn't paying attention, okay, or wasn't paying close attention. Put it that way. I think everybody knows kind of what's going on. They hear the headlines and everything, but there are some that, as long as they have money in their pockets, food on the table, everything is fine. As long as, I can pay my bills, I'm happy. Nobody mess with me. I don't care about what's going on with, Susie or Malcolm or Ukrainians. I'm happy. I got money. I got food on my table. So this is meant for them to be awakened also, So gas is $5 a gallon or almost. Some places it's more. I know that. Here it's probably getting close to 4.50 a gallon, something like that. Interest rates are edging way up. Inflation is rampant. Cost of housing is crazy high. It's just the universe will get your attention. Okay? It will. One way or another. That is how, you know, the light is being shined on the darkness so that we can come together as a collective majority to improve and protect everyone. Okay. So just think of it like that. Everything that we've been going through is trying to move us all together. We are all together as one. If we are all suffering as one, then, we can come together more. Think of it like that. Okay. An example is Ukraine, right? Our government actually came together to give assistance to Ukraine. And I think Rand Paul not included, but he did finally come on board. But we're sending billions of dollars to Ukraine to protect them. And many people have already lost their lives there. How many had to die to get our attention? How many people have to die? 1 million people died of COVID. 1 million people died. And still, there are some people that are saying, I don't believe COVID is real. It's just a flu. There's still people saying that. Isn't it crazy? So a light shines so brightly on COVID, you know, and so many of us lost loved ones. So many. I too lost a loved one from COVID. Y'all remember that? My brother in law died from COVID. And I still have family that won't take the vaccine, that don't believe in it. They still don't believe in COVID. And it's like, what? So, the light is still shining on COVID, but this is bringing us together. It did bring us together a little bit, but not all. We have all endured and will continue to endure. It's designed to shine light on the darkness, and change will follow. Okay. And things will get better. They will get better. So we're going to see this trial unfold, and there's going to be so much more brought to our attention. There's so many things that we don't know yet that is going to be brought to our attention. So, like I said, the light will be shining on the darkness, and we're going to find out even more. But things are going to get better. This is the only way for things to get better. Expect it to get better, be grateful that it is getting better, and continue prayers of protection. And of course, followed by, I'm so grateful the light is shining. Okay? So continue your prayers. Things are getting better. They really are. And, we're all worried about these midterm elections coming up. Everything, we're so afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Things are going to get better. They really, really are. They're going to get. Did you see Nancy Pelosi? She called out to Justice Thomas to step down. I thought that was very interesting. So there's so much more coming out, you guys. You're going to find out. And things could turn around. You don't know what the plan is, how things will unfold. You don't know how the protection is coming. You know how you want it to come. We want to be protected by our government. We want to, have a democratic government that works together. We all want that, but you don't know how we're going to get there. We think we're just going to vote, and if all the Democrats will just come together and vote, then we could, take the Senate, take the House, and everything will be okay. We don't know how we're going to get there. We can't predict that. Okay. And you just have to trust in the universe and trust that that protection is coming, that we are loved, that change is coming, and all will be okay. We will endure. We will be okay. We are blessed. There's an abundance of blessing for everyone. Okay, so that's what I had to tell y'all for today. Hopefully that made sense to y'all. I don't ever go back and watch my video, so I'm not even sure what I said. But hopefully Spirit has conveyed a message that will resonate with you today. Thank you so much for listening to me. I appreciate it. Maybe I can get Kitty Cat to say hello to y'all before I go. Okay, here's Addie Cat. She's not happy about being here. Here she is. She looks so big, huh? She's a big girl. She's very soft. She's kind of got her hair's a little longer. She's like maybe medium. She feels fat. She feels like a little fatty fat. She's like, you woke me up, Mama. Now she's gonna lick herself all up. She's doing good. She just wanted to say hi. All right, guys. Now I got hair flying all over here. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you'd like to get a reading with me, just look down below and I'll leave my email address. If you need, anything, if you need a healing, my healing sessions are free. If you need chakra balancing, I do charge for that, charge for a cleanse. If you need your home, energy cleanse for your home, for yourself, I'm happy to do that. I do charge for those things. The only thing I don't charge for is a healing session. I'm happy and glad to do a healing session for you anytime. So let me know if you have a loved one or yourself, you need a healing. Happy to add you to my healing session. Okay. Love you guys. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for tuning in. And I'll talk to you again soon. Okay. Bye for now. Y'all take care.